Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email and it says, "Hey, Mr. Locario, last December I was meeting up with this girl that I really liked and wanted to date, but I stopped dealing with her when she told me that she wasn't going to have sex unless she was in love. She was talking to two other guys besides me, and one guy had been around for 3 months, and the other was a childhood friend that's been around her for much longer. Neither of them had sex with her, so I figured nothing was going to happen with me, and I didn't want to wait forever. I told her to hit me up if she ever changed her mind, and never heard from her since. My friend told me I should have kept talking to her while talking to other girls because he had a similar experience and still had sex. But I thought that you might say something different. Should I hit this girl up and try to make something happen again?" All right, so it's interesting because in this email you said she's talking to two other guys, and I mean, I don't know if you said she's a virgin or not. Like, if she's a virgin, maybe I'd believe she's talking to two other guys and they not smashing, but I don't buy that she's talking to two other dudes and not one of them is doing something. You understand? But let's say, say your argument, she's seeing these two other dudes, she's still not messing with them or whatever, and I think you did the right thing actually, by basically hitting her up and say, "Listen, holla at me when you want to make something go down." You feel what I'm saying? And just leave it at that, right? Now, you said that this happened last December and you haven't heard from her, right? So the thing is this, and this goes for any guys who are dealing with chicks and you're trying to make something happen, and she's on that, "Oh, I gotta wait, and we have to wait, and I gotta be in love, and I gotta wait for marriage, and I gotta do," you understand all this nonsense, right? The thing is, in general, when you're dealing with girls, you need to understand that you should never be waiting around for sex, ever. Never ever wait around for sex, right? And the only reason, truthfully, that you are probably waiting around for her, or thinking of, "Hey, should I call her back? Should I try to make something happen with her?" and all this other stuff, it's because you don't have options. Okay? If you're a dude who has options, right? If you have girls on deck, if you're dating multiple women, right? You will not be sitting around wondering if you should, call some girl who's messing with two other guys and who's not really trying to make something happen. You understand? She's not down to fuck. She's not trying to do nothing. But you're still asking, like, "Hey, should I still hit this girl up?" You understand what I'm saying? No. Keep it moving. Talk to more girls. See, the thing is, you need more women in your circle. You understand? You need more women, and this happens with a lot of guys, where when you don't have women around that you're dating or having sex with or whatever, you start to get desperate because the game seems real scarce. You're like, "Damn, there ain't really nothing popping out here, so let me try with this girl who, she wasn't cooperating before, but let me try to hang on because I already know her. I kind of talked to her. Let me see if I can still make this happen." See, the thing is that if you're dating multiple women, or if you have more women, you would not even be thinking about this chick. This chick would not even exist to you at this point. You understand? Because your time and your energy will be occupied with other women. See, whenever you get into a zone where you start to think about, "Oh, I should probably call Jennifer back, or I should probably see what Tiffany's up to or whatever." Whenever you start thinking of that shit, that means that your game is sort of weak at that point. And the reason why is because if you were on top of your game and doing what you're supposed to be doing, you would have an abundance of women. You understand? You would have, to the point, too many women, to the point where you'd have to like tell some chicks, like, "Chill, I can't even see you right now. You understand? I'm too damn busy." You see what I mean? You want to get it to that point where you actually are dating multiple women, where it's kind of like, you're going to have to turn some of them down. See, when you get to that point, then you'll understand what I'm saying. You'll be like, you wouldn't even be thinking about some chick you met last December who was talking all that bullshit. You wouldn't care. But the reason why you care, the reason why you're trying to make something happen with her is because you don't have abundance, you don't have options. And this is why I tell you guys it's very important to have options. See, the thing is, when you have options, right? And when you're talking to more girls and you got more women around, when you have more women, you're going to get more women. And the reason why you're going to get more women by having more women is because when you have more women, you're more relaxed. You're not as thirsty. You're not as needy. You understand? And you shouldn't be thirsty and needy anyway, but it's easier to not be needy and thirsty when you have women around, right? So then by you not being thirsty and needy, women can sense that, and then that's when they are more attracted to you, and that's when you start getting more. And then the more you get, the more relaxed you get, the more attractive you are to these chicks. You understand? So it's a cycle. And then, but see, the thing is that if you don't have women around, you understand? Then you're going to be sort of like feeling all needy and thirsty and trying to contact chicks that you haven't heard from in a while. And you're like, oh, let me see what she's up to. Let me try to make something happen with her, when you should have, be moving on to other, better chicks at this point. You see what I mean? But since you don't have the options, since you don't have the women around, you're falling back on old chicks who were uncooperative. See, it'd be different if you was, let's say you was smashing some chick and, y'all hooked up, y'all were hanging out or whatever, and y'all were hooking up, and then let's say something happened where, you got busy, she got busy, y'all kind of lost touch or whatever, and you just, call her up to see what's good because y'all already had something popping off, so you could probably be like, yeah, let's meet up again and let's, make something happen, right? But if you're dealing with chicks who are, you're not really making anything happen in the first place, it don't make sense for you to even bother thinking about her. You understand? You need to get yourself in a zone where you are actually dealing with more women, right? And, this is why on my Bad Boy membership program, I have an audio program called the Step-by-Step Guide to Dating a Lot of Women, on how to date a lot of women. You understand? Because you have to understand how to do this so you won't be wasting time with these chicks who are on that bullshit. Right? See, what you're doing is you're sort of hovering around a chick who isn't really making anything happen, and you're hoping and wishing and praying it'll change so that something can happen. But it's like you're just sitting there wasting time. It's kind of like, you ever go to a supermarket or, in the section where they have like the fruit or something, and you ever see someone picking out fruit, like let's say they're picking out like, I don't know, like apples or something like that, right? And they're they have all the apples laid out there, and they're, the person's like, picking up an apple, putting it down, picking up another apple, putting it down, and until they find like the really good apple, then they put it in the bag or whatever, then they find another good apple, put it in the bag, and then they throw the other ones around that's not really that good. That's the same way you should be dating women. You understand? You pick up a chick, she's on that bullshit, put her back down. Pick her, put her back down. Pick up this one, okay, she's cooperating, I'm taking her. We gonna make something happen. You see this other chick, you pick her up, she's on some bullshit, put her back down. That fast. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't sit up there and you take the apple and you're like, well, this apple doesn't look ripe. It looks like it, it looks kind of weird. It's not really ready to be eaten, but I'm going to stand here in this supermarket for a couple of weeks until this apple is ready to go. And then I'm going to buy it and eat it. No, you just, you put that shit down and then you move on to the apple or whatever fruit it is that is ready to be eaten. You understand? You keep going like that, right? But your lack of, options is what makes you want to keep going back to these women who are not about shit. You understand? Guys, you got to join the Bad Boy membership. I'm telling you, go to badboymembership.com so you can step up your game, get, the step-by-step guide on how to date a lot of women. Make that happen so you don't sit here trying to make something happen with chicks that ain't really trying to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And also, if you want to send me a question, make sure you click the link below. If you want to make sure that your question will be guaranteed that it'll be answered, send me a donation on the page, and I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. It gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.